I can't believe you people. I can't believe you people let me buy this boat. I cannot believe you people blessed buying this boat. I just cut this transom off. I cannot believe you guys.
What? 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 Oh, no, you didn't.
Hello. We got swag. In case you didn't notice from the intro, I'm a little excited. We've never had hats here at Blackberry Ridge, and now we have hats. So yeah, I just thought I'd make a intro telling you about swag, merch. Got new shirts too, so we're excited about that. I am doing another little like weekend vlog. I'm headed back up to Blackberry Ridge, and I think Marmy and Pappy are already up there. We're gonna see what's going on today. I know there's a lot of chores to do. I need to work back on the boat again. We got some fence stuff we got to do. We got to cement some posts in the ground. We've got raised beds to build. There's a bunch of stuff to do. What I'm not gonna do today, I shouldn't say that. I shouldn't be so definitive because I could end up doing it. But I really don't want to show up today and have to stain stuff. So if they're up there staining, I'm just gonna check out and I'm gonna go work on old Skipper the boat. So, but you know, on the boat, I do need to cut that back panel out and get that transom out today. So if that means I do whatever I need to do to contribute to the farm, and then I do that at the end, then so be it. But don't really know what the game plan is yet. So I'm just headed up there to kind of go with the flow, and if I need to do my own thing, I've certainly got enough stuff to do my own thing if they're staining, because I am not staining. I do not want to ruin my clothes, and it's like if I see a bucket of stain, it just somehow gets on me. It's like it jumps out of the bucket onto me, and I don't want to ruin what I'm wearing. And if I do it, I'll ruin what I'm wearing. So not gonna do that. New hat, new shirt, not happening today. So I'll check back in when we get up there. Nope. 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 Okay, well, Dad and I are getting ready to hang the security camera because, well, we got to be secure around here. So we're gonna hang that security camera real quick, and then make sure it's aimed right, and make sure that nobody comes and gets my stuff. Don't come get my stuff. Well, I would say, like, as far as priority goes on what we're trying to protect here at Blackberry Ridge, that's that boat right there, that's pivotal. So good call. I don't think that location needs to move, like, at all.
Once again, that T-Mobile unlimited listener line number. So 825-52-54. Just a quick reminder is that you can also schedule a time to speak with me here on the show. Go to our website, that's commando.com, of course. On the right-hand side of the homepage is where you can show you hear me talking about.
I better get out of here before they see me and make me try to do something. I'm avoiding everything at all costs today. Let's go out here and show you. So they're obviously in there building some more raised beds. let me come out here and show you. Let me show you the first orchard bed put together. This is going to be for all of our, well, what's an orchard for? Like, right? It's going to be for all of our fruit trees. So let me show you that put together, and bam! 8x8. There'll be one more in front of it, and there'll be 3 more behind it going that way, all lining up off of these. We ran a string line. We've got it all good to go. We've measured off the fence, and yeah, so they're in there building those 8x8s. I am going to work on filling this first one up with some organic material. You think I should sneak in some 10-20-10 into this mixture, really mix it up real good? I don't know, I think I might get crucified for that one. So I'm gonna grab some, jump on the skid steer, grab a chainsaw, cut some stuff up, get this bed filled, because we learned that if you don't fill these things up and get pressure on them, they move like crazy because it's treated material. So here we go. Walk through spider web. Isn't that like you can take like the coolest looking person ever, or the toughest guy ever, and you walk him through a spider web and watch him turn into a girl just freaking out like he's got a spider on him. That's what I do every time. Just feels itchy for forever. It never gets old. It just never gets old. Oh, goodness gracious. Well, that's how you fill a raised bed. A lot of you may have watched that and been like, what the heck is this moron doing? What a root job. What the heck did he just put in these beds? And what I have to say to you is if you don't know what type of garden this is, maybe you're the moron, okay? This is like the type of gardening this is. If you don't know what it is, if you don't know what it's called, you call yourself a farmer or a gardener or a homesteader? I mean, the name for this type of gardening is so simple. It's elementary. I mean, I'm not even going to waste my time in trying to really explain what this is, because everybody, of course, knows what this is. The name for it is just so, it's like holistic gardening. It's like holier than thou gardening. It's so simple. So everybody knows this method. I mean, if you don't know this method, you're not a gardener. And everybody does this. Everybody who's anybody in the gardening world, you go ask gardening for Leon. He's doing this holier than thou method for sure. This whole holistic holier than thou. This method that's basically fusing like decomposition and decomposure with photosynthesis all in one big. It's easy stuff, and the name for it is, I don't know what this is freaking called. What is this? What the heck are we doing? Okay guys, I'm pretty sure I told you in the last video about the transom and me having to replace it, or maybe not if in the last video than the one before that. I've told you I've got to replace the transom, okay? Bad deal, probably worst case scenario for the boat, but that's not stopping me because I'm doing it. So, here's what I've done so far. I have, let me turn the camera around. So I've removed any plastic gaskets that are still on it. I got to cut that piece off here in just a second, but I've basically marked out on the sides and along the bottom where I've got to cut this thing out. And what I used for that was this square, and I basically just used this measurement, which I think is 1.5 inches or 1.25 inches in width. And basically, well, here you go. Don't be an idiot. It's 1.5 inches. See? 1.5 inches. So I basically used that to use as my guide. And so I have a consistent cut all the way around. And if I need to then cut off more, I guess I can. But I want to be able to, I think I can still get in that space. Hopefully this transom ends right here where this boat kind of angles back. And if I can get into there, which I think I can still slide my new transom piece in. So what I have to do is now I have to cut this fiberglass along that line. I have to take that off, and I have to dig this rotten material, if my camera will even pick it up right now, out of there. And I have to figure out what my thickness is so that I can order the new transom material and rebuild this sucker. So the next step is to cut that out, and I'll come back with you after I get it done. I can't believe you people. I can't believe you people let me buy this boat. I cannot believe you people blessed buying this boat. I just cut this transom off. I cannot believe you guys. Look what you people let me get myself into. That transom, I don't know, maybe. What do you guys think? You guys think I can save this transom or what? I can't imagine why somebody would say this transom was weak and that it probably wouldn't hold a boat motor. I think that's kind of a cop-out, really. Just somebody not trusting the equipment that they that they value and purchased. Oh, well, there you go. I mean, that's one way to get your bolts out, you know. Right there, that's pretty close to solid. I think, you know, if you could ignore the rest of all of that and you just focused on that corner down there, it's not a bad transom. All right, ladies and gentlemen, have I got a deal for you today. This here is a Stratos 1984 375V. There's a little bit of damage, but nothing that you guys can't fix. I'm gonna put this puppy up on the market for $5,000. $5,000, and this thing could be yours. You could drive it off Blackberry Ridge today. There is, just a little disclaimer, there is a little bit of, you know, TLC this thing might need. As you can see, the seats. But really, those seats will drive like that. Doesn't have a trolling motor on it now, but you might need one soon. It comes with water skis. Probably can't even find these anymore. They're pretty rare, nice hot commodity. There is some slight wiring work that needs to be done. Maybe you want to change the carpet, maybe just shampoo it, see if you can get by with the way it is now. I think it's got another couple of years worth of life left on it. Maybe if you just put some Flex Seal or something on that area right there. Let's look under the hood here. You got your gas can there. Everything's pretty good. Pretty. I mean, I'm sure all that wiring over there, that's all necessary, and I'm sure leads to something that you could take the time and figure out on your own. Really, the biggest TLC area, I mean, you know, you got some trim falling right there. I think you got a couple of buttons up there at the front of the boat that need maybe some work. You saw the slight electrical, you saw the slight carpet. There's a hole there right there on the console. You see that? You might want to look into getting that filled. You could wrap the boat, maybe just, I think if you just wet sanded it pretty good, you'd be all right. But if you've got some slight carpentry skills as well, right now it doesn't have a transom. I don't know if that's a deal breaker for you guys or not. I don't know why it would be. It's a pretty solid boat. Well, that was the transom right there. It's a pretty solid boat. Other than that, it's nothing that anybody should be afraid of. So $5,000, you can take this boat home. One of a kind, transomless little project boat, and $5,000, and she's all yours. So let me know in the comments if it's something that you think and I just want to be upfront with you. It does need some slight transom work. So okay, well, I don't think anybody's gonna buy my boat, but this right here is the most solid piece of transom that was there, and this thing is absolutely saturated. It looks to me like this transom was a piece of 3/4 and a piece of like 5/8 or something. Not 5/8, I'm sorry, 3/8. Like 3/4 and 3/8 is what it looks like it was. Maybe 1 inch and 1/4. I don't know. I'm gonna put a tape on it and see the depth there that I needed to look into getting on my boards, on my replacement boards. But what you're seeing there is not really plywood. That's kind of grain, maybe left off the back of the plywood. But that's the back of the fiberglass from the inside of the boat. I was right. The transom stops at the wings and it stops at the bottom, so I should be able to put new pieces in there, no problem. And then I've made a pretty clean cut here, so we'll be able to maybe stick that back on and patch around it with new fiberglass, and if not, just re-fiberglass that back panel right there. Might take it to somebody and let them do that, because that sounds like maybe more than what I signed up for. So what we're going to do is we're going to let this dry out for a few days, as long as it's not going to rain. If it's going to rain, we're going to bring a tarp out and put a tarp over it. But it was basically those two pieces of plywood you saw with a couple of pieces of fiberglass sheets in between the plywood. We'll have to build our transom back that same way. But there she is. So my $100 boat, I still have only spent $100. And we're getting ready to spend probably another $150 to get this transom material I want to get in. And whenever I get it in, I'll tell you about that. Well, all right. I'm going to call it a day. I'm filthy, nasty. Figured out my boat. That's good. You guys see my swag. That's good. And we're going to leave it there. So until the next video, which I think is going to be fencing. I think we're going to get some fence done tomorrow. So until fencing, we'll see you next time. I shouldn't say that. I shouldn't be so committal like that on the fencing because it probably won't work out that way. Because even though we made a game plan today, it'll probably change by the time we wake up tomorrow and everybody gets out here. So until the next video, we'll see you up on the ridge.